Tuk-tuk.
One of the most iconic modes of transport in Thailand has to be the tuk-tuk. Now this is a three-wheeled motorbike taxi with no windows, and it's hot, it's noisy, it's colourful, it's crazy, but it's lots of fun. So today I'm going to give you the insider tip on how to get one and what to expect when you're inside one. Okay, ka.
ไปเลยไปเลย
Around Bangkok you can find tuk-tuks in most central areas, especially the touristy areas. You hail a tuk-tuk the same way that you would for a taxi. So you just put your hand and your arm out and wave your hand. Now the next part is where it gets interesting. If you're going to take a tuk-tuk and don't want to pay an exorbitant price, you need to haggle. Before you go anywhere, first ask the driver how much to go to your destination. Now the drivers are masters of hiking up the price, so when they give you a price, it would most likely be a third or a quarter higher than the actual price. So just be friendly and fun with your bargaining and never yell or get angry, because that's a huge sign of disrespect here. Once you get a price that you're happy with, just climb on in and get ready for a very scenic drive. There are no seat belts, so hold on tight and place your bags on the floor in front of you, held down by your legs. And beware of any tuk-tuk that offers you a really cheap price, because they will most likely be taking you to many gem shops that you didn't plan on going to. Tuk-tuks are such a memorable part of Thailand, and what they lack in comfort, they definitely make up for in style. I'm Natalie, this is iTips, and I'll catch you all next time.
Canal taxi.
Now Bangkok is not known as the Venice of the East for nothing. It's built on a series of canals, which means one of the cheapest and the easiest ways to get around is actually taking what you can see behind me. And that is a river or Klong taxi. Now they're really cheap, they're really fun, and if you want to know more, just follow me. Klong taxis or canal taxis are a really unique way to make your way around Bangkok. But because the boats are often very full and the piers are a bit hard to navigate, we recommend this type of transport for fit people only. Elderly and the children might find it a bit tough, so use your traveller's discretion. The canal taxi system is based on a stretch of 30 kilometres of canals that snake through the big city. And the best thing about them is that there is no traffic jams on the water. And for a trip, you're looking at paying only about 20 baht, making it a very economical and thrilling ride. This is the perfect transport to get up close to the locals and see Bangkok unfold all around you. It's cozy, cheap, crazy, smelly, convenient, and just about every other adjective you can imagine. Just remember as you hop on and hop off to hold on to your belongings tightly, because seeing your brand new camera sing into canal is one painful experience you can certainly do without. So if you want to beat the Bangkok traffic and see a completely different side to the city, then a Klong taxi is the only way to do so. I'm Natalie, this is iTips, and I'll see you next time.
Japan's maglev train.
On a test track west of Tokyo, Japan's superconducting maglev train hits 603 kilometres an hour. In doing so, it breaks the world train speed record.
This train is set up the same way as we'll use it commercially. The comfort of passengers at this high speed has improved, and I think these tests should lead to stable commercial use in the future.
The test's part of an ambitious plan to build a $47 billion high-speed line between Tokyo and Nagoya. If completed as planned in 2027, the 280 kilometres could be travelled in around 40 minutes.
When they're going past over 500 kilometres an hour, they do make a lot of noise. And so by having them deep underground, and we're talking about at least 40 metres underground, it's thought that they're out of the way and so on. And of course, once you're underground, you don't have to be worrying about trying to navigate around corners and so on, because you can effectively draw a track point to point and almost have an exact straight line.
If you've ever played with magnets, you know that opposite poles attract and like poles repel each other. And this is the idea behind magnetic levitation. Powerful superconducting magnets in the track and the train lift it about 10 centimetres off the ground. Then another set of electromagnets push it along. Because it's riding on a cushion of air, there's little friction. This makes it a smooth ride and potentially very fast. Japan's also hoping to sell its high-speed train technology to the US. Last April, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe took a ride with US Ambassador to Japan, Caroline Kennedy. Its push to find overseas customers is an attempt to recover some of its research and development costs. It's also a response to China's efforts to sell high-speed train technology, some of which originally came from Japan.
although the Germans also have a system, it's starting to look as though the Japanese may be slightly in the lead in their technology and so on, maybe slightly superior. And I think Japan is thinking this is where we can really be pushing forward and have an advantage over other countries.
But some critics say the technology remains too expensive, power intensive and potentially unsafe. They say an event like an earthquake could knock the train off its line, and at such high speeds it would have a devastating effect. But Japanese engineers say their early warning system can deal with this, and the continuing tests will prove the safety and efficiency of this new generation of trains. Tarek Basley, Al Jazeera.
Bamboo train, Cambodia. Those with a strong constitution may want to ride a Cambodian bamboo train, known locally as a nori. Passengers sit on a makeshift bamboo train, basically just a bamboo platform, powered by an electric generator engine, perched just inches above the railway tracks and travelling at up to 40 kilometers per hour. The unmaintained railway tracks make for a bumpy ride, and the closest you'll get to luxury is sitting on a grass mat. But the fares are low, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, as all the locals use them for getting around. Pick up a nori from Battambang Monty Toboggan, Madeira. Monty Toboggans came to being in the 19th century, as a fast way of getting down the hill from Monty to Funchal. Today, they're more a tourist attraction than an everyday mode of transport for the locals. Pick up a toboggan at the bottom of the stairs leading to the Nossa Senhora do Monte church. Once you've climbed into the wicker sledge, two drivers dressed in traditional white outfits will steer you down the narrow, winding streets to Funchal at up to 48 kilometers per hour. It's an extraordinary and exhilarating experience. Thanks for your attention.